us for our first official Second Saturday Showcase open mic. My name is Megan Hampton. Deja Reve is my stage name. I do poetry locally here in the community. Lots of different open mics. This just happens to be one of my favorite. Behind me is our Project Encore Choir, Cove Choir. It's comprised of school-age children, kinder to 12, who want to bring the joy of song to our community. So we've been practicing a couple of different songs. We have 2 selections for you today. And then we're gonna kick off our program with our first selection, and then we'll do our open mic and Second Saturday Showcase. If you're unfamiliar, Second Saturday Showcase is designed to give students the opportunity to perform in front of a live audience and give them confidence in what they've been learning. It's really important that we support each other in our crafts because we are doing what we love, and being artists is not an easy thing to do. So we thank you for coming in support of us today. Our open mic section, we have some veterans here. Ooh. Our open mic portion will be between our student performances. If you have not signed up for an open mic selection and you want to, the opportunity is still open. Sing, dance, poetry, just come up and say whatever is on your heart, but keep it 5 to 7 minutes because that's our time slot for each performance to honor everybody's opportunity to perform. So without further ado, here is the Cove Choir with a round that they learned. Whether shall I follow? 1, 2, 3, and
whether shall I follow, follow, follow? Whether shall I follow, follow thee? Whether shall I follow, follow, follow? Whether shall I follow, follow thee? To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree. To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree. Whether shall I follow, follow, follow? Whether shall I follow, follow thee? Whether shall I follow, follow, follow? Whether shall I follow, follow thee? To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree. To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree. Whether shall I follow, follow, follow? Whether shall I follow, follow thee? Whether shall I follow, follow, follow? Whether shall I follow, follow thee? To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree. To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree. Whether shall I follow, follow, follow? Whether shall I follow, follow thee? Whether shall I follow, follow, follow? Whether shall I follow, follow thee? To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree. To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree.
To the redwood, to the redwood, to the redwood, redwood tree.
Each of you should have a party bag because it's my birthday month and I'm forcing you to celebrate with me my 40th birthday in true midlife crisis style. So, in your bag you'll find a couple of pieces of candy to sweeten you up, to write the most inspiring notes you can. Outside you may have noticed coming in there's a rack with some bookmarks attached. Those are our happy notes. You take a note, you leave a note. They're words of encouragement for somebody who may need them in a time where they didn't expect it. So please feel free to use your marker throughout the program to write a note. You can exchange it with somebody sitting next to you, or feel free to hang it on the rack or place it in the basket on your way out because somebody has a blue marker on the floor. because it's always nice to give and receive an encouraging word. Does somebody have the roster? Thank you. Our first open mic slot is one of my favorite poets, a haiku ninja.
Woo!
Woo. Myra, it's your time. You ready?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Woo!
Nice song to the choir. Let's give it up for Lily Ann. Very nice. Very nice.
Myra, you can move forward too. I just moved that back there, so you can move yourself up. No, back this way. Move closer to us if you wish. There you go.
Okay, Mark, use your foot.
Those are,
Right here?
yeah, that's what I'm just saying.
Well, I do like haikus, but I also have this one poem that I wrote on January 17th of 2019. And this poem is something that I actually have had a lot of people ask me to send to them, particularly young women, middle-aged women, elder women. It's something that whenever they heard it, whenever they heard me say it, or after I sent it to them and they read it, they always contacted me back and said, you know what, I needed to hear that. This is called You Are Beautiful. Whether your skin is as black as night, white as snow, or any of the glorious shades in between, you are beautiful. Whether your hair is soft as silk, coily as springs, or any texture in between, you are beautiful. Whether you're statuesque as Greek goddesses, or stout as Peruvian Indians, or fall within any range in between, you are beautiful. Whether you're elegant as royals, industrious as laborers, or anything in between, you are beautiful. My sisters, whether you're buxom or flat, with narrow or wide hips, size average, athletic, BBW, or petite, you are beautiful. Beauty magazines, plastic surgery, padded bras and underthings to lift and separate or hold everything in, hair products to straighten, color, or curl, lotions and potions to alter you. Girl, you're beautiful. Do you realize how many DNA combinations occurred, resulting in your unique genetic makeup on this earth? You're the result of all of your ancestors' characteristics, traits, and features, and looks. So don't believe the hype in those beauty books. Look in the mirror and celebrate, and be aware of your grandfather's smile, your grandmother's eyes, father's nose, your mother's hair, because you are beautiful. There's a voice in your head wanting desperately to be heard, so focus and tune in. Something wonderful's about to begin. Self-love and self-acceptance is doable. Hold your head high and embrace the knowledge that you are beautiful. Thank you.
Myra, that was beautiful. And I appreciate so much that you shared that with us today. Our next poet is a young poet who comes to the community writing class every second Wednesday, Poet Try. So if you have never written a poem or you want to try out poetry and you think you might like it, it's a good time to come. We throw around a couple of different techniques and we have a lot of fun playing a lot of different games. And this is a poem that was a result of one of our community classes. So Devin, are you ready? We'd love to hear your poem.
It's a celebration, but for what and for who? It's a celebration for me and for you. It's a celebration, come all and come one. It's a celebration, Now let's have some fun. Let's celebrate some teachers and learning something new. Let's celebrate birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Let's celebrate music and learning to dance. Let's celebrate skydiving and taking a chance. Let's celebrate pizza and summers with cousins. Sleepovers with friends and donuts by the dozen. Let's celebrate pets, ones with furs and ones with feathers, and way they make our families better. Let's celebrate flavors and the colors that blend. Let's celebrate writings and how love always wins. Let's celebrate French fries and wishing on stars. Let's celebrate life and how lucky we are.
That was beautiful, Devin. Thank you for sharing. Our next speaker is an open mic veteran and a historian. She's an amazing writer, and I can't wait to hear what she's got to share tonight. Diane, you ready?
Oh. I might do that quick.
Sneaks up on you.
All right, give me 1 second to get it up on my.
In the meantime, while she gets prepared, everyone who signed up for second Saturday showcase and open mic was assigned a number. We have a raffle at the end, so we'll shake those up, and we've got a couple of gifts to give away, and we probably got a couple of extras too, so don't run out of here. We got some good stuff for you. Okay, Diane.
Thank you. There we go.
As Megan mentioned, I usually write historical fiction, but I meet with other writers at Sierra Vista Public Library. We meet on the second and fourth Wednesdays of the month. And I wrote this story in March, but it kind of goes with one I wrote for last Wednesday, so I'm gonna read this one first. It's called Roxy, and this homework assignment was to write about the future and incorporate making breakfast. It's titled Roxy. Our new federated government first gave robots to people in assisted living. Now their program encompasses anyone over age 44 who are now classified as elderly and forced into mandatory retirement. I'm still adjusting to retired life and don't want those machines invading my privacy, but I must comply with this directive, not that I have any other choice. I schedule a video conference with my daughter, who is stationed on Mars. 2 days later, she says, "It'll be beneficial. I won't have to worry about you. It will keep you from getting too lonely." Static lines fill the screen for a moment while her voice still transmits. A life alert policy is ridiculously expensive. It would be too hard for me to return if you fell. She turns her head aside and nods. "Time's up. It'll be fine, love." Worried, I stare at the blank monitor. She looked so different than my memories. Now she's so pale and ghostly, maybe even unhealthy. Underground living appears to have a negative impact on her. I zap a package of frozen bacon and a waffle while my coffee percolates. I still prefer my Java made the old-fashioned way. I stare at her senior year holographic image as I eat. The assigned robot enters my home the following week, bypassing the security system and startling me awake. "My name is Roxy, and I'm here to do you." I think her white frame is frightening. Her face tries to smile. Instead, it looks grimacing. I've already sorted Jimmy and sent her to work properly. Your voice commands were quite the muddle. "Time for you to be out of that bed. I made a meal for you. I sleep in my undies, so I pulled the sheet up to cover my form. Roxy, please leave so I can dress. Do you want a blue one or a green one? She reaches inside her chest compartment and pulls out scrubs. Just want my own sweats. She crosses the room, takes a set from the dresser, and hands it to me. Polyester crap, which has and continues to damage the environment. Will you humans ever learn? She stands next to my bed. Hurry up now, no need to be shy. I slither into the top, then shift to the bedside to pull on the pants. After slipping my feet into mules, I follow behind her. Roxy inserts a probe into a mug. Too cold, just a second. Blue lightning forks from one of her digits. A whiff of ozone fills my nostrils. Eat up. Let me fix my coffee first, please. Cup of hot coffee right there waiting for you. I don't want it, but don't see my brewer on the kitchen counter. I take a sip. Yow! I spew the liquid. Too hot. Roxy's eyes roll. You're making such a mess. Must I put a bib on you? Hoping to ease my burning tongue, I dip a spoon into the bowl. I'm unsure what this gray glop is. I gingerly blow on it, then slurp a small bit. Lukewarm, almost tasteless, yet an earthy aftertaste remains. Roxy pages digits onto her hips. Get on with it, Missy. We're already over schedule. I frown. I don't have a schedule. You do now. Do you want me to spoon feed you? She watches over me until every bite is gone. Once I'm in my living room and Roxy is cleaning the kitchen, I tell Gemini, play favorite news channel. Nothing happens. I turn to the machine. Roxy, I wish to watch the morning news. It's no longer part of your daily regime. Time for your calisthenics. Doctor says you don't follow his orders. She lays a rubber mat on the carpeting. Gemini, day 1 course. A workout scene with young, energetic women moving to a hectic music appears on the display. I try to keep up. Every time I lag behind, Roxy pinches my butt. I'm gasping and crying by the time this torture ends. I collapse onto the sofa, but she doesn't allow me to stay there. Get up and go sit at the table. When I don't comply quick enough, she uses her claws to grasp my arm and drag me upright. Roxy cuts my hair, then shaves off the remainder. Next, she pulls electrodes from her abdomen and attaches these to my bald head. I ask, is this an EKG? She doesn't speak until she finishes. Think about your best memories. Your daughter, your former husband, or your dog. I feel a sharp tingling at the base of my neck. You will do as I order. I will know if you don't. At first, I cannot recall anything because of the pain. I think, didn't Dr. Asimov say that a robot was programmed not to harm a human? A sharper blast has me squirming, pissing my pants because of its maliciousness. I concentrate on the breathing technique I learned in a Lamaze class. I focus on waves crashing to shore, then try to imagine my family. John is tossing a beach ball to Molly. They are playing keep away from Oscar, who runs and barks with each throw. Next thing I know, water cascades over my body. I'm too weak to resist when Roxy pulls me out of the tub. Shivering, I clutch a towel to cover my private parts. Her chuckle is gruesome. Why do humans think the reproductive areas are so important? I don't argue about putting on the blue scrubs and meekly follow her to the kitchen. Another meal is waiting. Same gray gruel and the coffee that is definitely not coffee. Once done, calisthenics follow, then another round with the memory machine. Roxy finally allows me to rest for 2 hours, then prods me awake to repeat this diabolic process. Day after day passes. My skin hardens and turns pasty white. I soon haven't any memories of life before Roxy arrived. I've become an empty husk. One day, I'm too weak to get out of bed. Roxy's words are meaningless. Gemini, order transport. Tell headquarters this one is ready to become a robot.
Ooh.
I don't normally write horror.
That is good. That was like Twilight Zone level.
And this is why I still plug my vacuum in. And I don't do Siri too. She doesn't listen to me anyway. But thank you, Diane, for sharing that. Carolyn is next. She's a vocal student of Alex, her coach and vocal coaches here. Alex does vocal coach lessons here at the Groove Lab. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, she's brilliant in her craft, and she is amazing in building confidence. So thank you, Alex, for that. And Carolyn, we're ready.
Woo!
Thank you, Megan, and thank you, Alex, for your. I've always been told that I couldn't sing until Alex proved otherwise. And I also want to give a shout out to Gareth Amplet, who also was giving me piano lessons here. And also, I've also taken steel drums and adult rock, so I'm probably going to get some kind of a degree here, Groove Lab degree.
Honorary.
But this is a song that I wrote when I moved here 3 years ago, about my ambivalence about moving here. And I'm actually going to have two different versions. I've had a bunch of versions. The first one I did using cheating with a Casio, doing all the work for me. Garen taught me how to actually play it by, without robots. But there's also a version that I did with the adult rock band that that I just put on YouTube a couple days ago that we just finished. So, but I'm going to do the slower. One thing I learned from Gareth is how you can take the same song, and depending on the instruments and the tempo and the vibe, you can make it sound like two completely different songs. That's kind of what I did here. Didn't look back when I last said goodbye. Didn't know it would end in the blink of an eye. has also created a video here.
Didn't look back when I was said goodbye. Didn't know it would end in the blink of an eye. So much has changed since I last changed my mind, and I've opened my eyes to what I had been blind. Time to move on, but is it over yet? Read all the signs, but don't wanna know. Time to move on, but I'm not over it. I see the light, but don't wanna go. I can't unsay the things best left unsaid, and I cannot look back, I can just move ahead. I made mistakes, but I did some things right, as I hope once again things will change overnight. Time to move on, but is it over yet? Read all the signs, but don't wanna know. Time to move on, but I'm not over it. I see the light, but don't wanna go. Time to move on, but is it over yet? Read all the signs, but don't wanna know. Time to move on, but I'm not over it. I see the light, but don't wanna go. Time to move on, time to move on. Read all the signs, but don't wanna know. Time to move on, time to move on. I see the light, but don't wanna go. I see the light, but don't wanna go. Yeah.
Written and played live. Wow.
And recorded here, right,
And
Carol?
Technically, it was recorded at Will's house.
Gotcha.
so the first version makes me want to go back and tell Forrest Gump he should just leave Jenny alone. And the second version makes me wish I had white go-go boots. For sure. It's a whole vibe. It was very amazing. Thank you, Carolyn, for sharing that. One of our choir members is also a dancer, and so I'm very excited to introduce Tyler, who's going to show us.
You want me to dance? Just write some.
Yeah. So let's go, Tyler. Your turn.
Okay.
Do you want to play Wipeout?
That, or you want me to demonstrate some tap moves?
Let's just demonstrate some tap moves. That would be awesome.
Act like you
Basics
teach
or
in class.
Basics, because I don't know any. I don't think we know any of them.
And shuffle, ball change. Now for one of my favorite basics, actually. That last part wasn't basic.
What's that move called?
Buffaloes. Step, shuffle, up. And yeah, it's basically this. A harder version, he's called Maxi 4. Now, would you like to see the advanced versions?
Yes.
Just what I'm saying, it's gonna make me move quite a bit, so I'm gonna start from here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yay.
Tyler, that was amazing, and those buffalo arm moves made me wanted some wild wings. I don't know if anybody else, but
Always a good time for holidays.
yeah. Our mentor is up next, the lady who runs
Woo!
this.
Yay!
So he's playing bassoon, and I'm playing a tenor saxophone.
And what do you play for us?
It's called Too Hot to Handle.
Too hot to handle, so sit on your hands.
So
Gretchen
we'll see.
and Evan.
So we have slight logistics here to get set up. So yeah. So this is the first time Evan and I have ever played together. So this is like. So, he is playing a bassoon, which is a double reed instrument. He started on flute and, piano when he was 8 with Sue Sorensen, who comes, her and her brother sometimes come to our open mics. And he still sort of plays, but now they do a little bit more on bassoon and piano. He picked flute as his beginner instrument, and then decided in 7th grade he wanted to play bassoon. And luckily, I had a friend in town that had a bassoon for him to borrow, which is completely random. So we, as any normal people, procrastinated till yesterday to play this song. And so my tenor saxophone, I let a high school kid borrow last year because the tenor sax she was using wasn't working. So it's the first time yesterday that I pulled this saxophone out. Couldn't get some notes out. I was sort of frustrated, thinking something happened. When we finished practicing, I took everything apart and I stood up, and so this neck was off, and I had this down. Out from my bell came a water bottle, keys that were from my case, and an extra reed. And I was like,
Why?
okay. So I have not played it since that discovery yet. Yeah, it's like one of those-
Excuses, excuses.
I know, so, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, so. Do you wanna, let's try, do you play what am I playing? No, I'm playing what did I play? I play C. I know, we're going too long, that's sharp now. No? Yeah, so just your B. That's what I couldn't get out yesterday, and I'm like, why didn't I get my low notes out?
You had the wrong keys in there.
Yeah, you know. Oh, wow. Anyway,
I'm here all week.
always, cases, a bassoon can sometimes sound like a saxophone if it plays up really high, and he has a lot more notes and fingerings and things that I use.
First time I hear one, that was awesome.
That was so dope. Yeah, I just picture like Shaft in the kitchen making bacon and eggs and coffee for like the crew before they go out and do all their community crime fighting and injustice protecting and all that. Yeah, it was really cool. Bassoon though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bassoon.
Yeah.
And he's available for lessons if anyone wants to learn.
Alex is going to bless us with a song next. I'm really excited. That's the rumor. She is our vocal coach here at the
Okay,
Groove Lab.
you can warn him.
She's our vocal coach here at the Groove Lab. So again, if you're looking at taking any sort of vocal lessons, she's the one to get a hold of, and she'll be around after, and her information's in the front as well.
Do I need to censor? Are we curse word friendly?
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, but there's littles, it's up to them. I have teenagers, so I don't count.
We
So this is a song that me and Willie, who owns the sound studio that we've been working on, I thought he was gonna be here because there was miscommunication, but he's not, so we're gonna use the recording to sing along to. I know they said we wouldn't last forever, but I always
Dude, nice.
And it was so fun, I was in here one night when they were just nugging out notes and just
First
watching the
days.
the progress on it, like, it's so fun to
Guys,
watch
it takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of courage to share your craft, to share your talent. Our art is our baby. Like, we carry it inside for so long, we change it 9, 10 times, and it's hard to share that with people, so kudos. And from what I hear, just 3 tires, not all 4, and if you need me, I got stuff in the car, we can get it done, cause that's part of the healing.
Abandoned mines off Middle March Road.
Dude, it's crazy because I sing in like 5 community choirs and 0 nerves. And it's like the first time I was like, oh, I've never been nervous singing before. This is nice.
It was
It was
awesome.
It was beautiful.
Myra, you ready for us?
Yes, ma'am.
We're ready for you.
All right. Thank you. You guys are just all amazing. I mean, I've been doing open mic for a hot minute and I still get, shakes and nerves and everything. And I am getting inspiration from all of you. Thank you. So now it's time for some haikus. First of all, you all know what a haiku is, right?
575.
575. It is a Japanese style poem that is meant to have the listener imagine whatever they imagine from my words. So it's 3 lines, and like she said, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Imagery, feelings, emotions. You guys are, your job, I guess, is to try to visualize what I'm saying. So I have several that I want to read. These are some of my favorites. Here's the first one. I dream of a trip, Atlantis and Lemuria. Close my eyes, I'm there. Magical nighttime, ancient drums echoing loudly despite the silence. A serene lagoon, an old surreal dream floating, a reality. The thing is I have several that it's like, which one do I do? Okay, here's one. Quarantine month 2, creating and having fun. Wait, what's quarantine? I wrote that one during the pandemic shutdown. If you needed help trying to understand it. No, not those. Okay, here's some more. Standing in the breeze, rooted, but I still feel free. The journey begins. Mental note, I need to organize my poetry better. I wrote this one during the monsoon of these 3 during the monsoon of 2022. Thunder and lightning from Chang'o, Zeus, Thor, and more. Music to my ears. Woo. A bright flash of light, crackling, snapping, and popping. Suddenly silence. A pitch black canvas, a bright flash rips across it. The canvas is still whole. And the last one's, I think I'm gonna have to do it by style instead of date. This one. Oh, I do have them, okay. So I'm gonna do a couple of tankas. Tankas are also Japanese style, poems, but they are in the 5-7-5-7-7 syllable count, totaling, I think, 31 syllables. This one is called Dumb. Magical dusk time, ancestral drums sing out loud. My heart sings in tune. I call on them for guidance. Hand in hand, we carry on. This one is called To My Dream. Midnight moon shining, the wind running around me, silver stars dancing against the black blanket, I float upward to my dream. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
All right, to honor our Steel Can Orchestra, we've got Devin and Suki that are gonna come with a selection. And Jen.
Woo! Yeah!
Do you need me my help?
You can go. We're bringing out the big one, or at least take them off.
Steel Can Orchestra practices every Sunday at 3:15 then?
3:15.
All right.
Is that you?
Huh?
Is that you? Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
I'll be your student. We just have logistics, a little bit of logistics.
Suki, you got yours?
I think we're playing Reggae Beach. I think.
I think that's what they picked.
We decided on Reggae Beach, yes. Okay.
Are you double tapping? Okay.
I don't think you have enough drugs.
Are you gonna fuse me into the keyboard? Are they high enough, Sue? No.
I think I do a little bit.
You sound good.
On Sundays when we practice, this whole room is full, because all of those drums that are over there all get set up. So we have a huge group.
Oh my gosh.
Did you just say that both ways?
Huge.
With the H and silent?
Huge. Okay, so we're playing a song that we're actually missing. Well, yeah, a big part that starts the song off. So we're missing those hands. And we did this a couple weeks ago, so I think I remember when I'm playing. So here's what we need to do. So we need to sing the beginning part though. It's gonna, we're gonna be like, okay, we're waiting.
Good luck, I
Waiting.
don't know that part.
Okay, so let's see, and hopefully it's gonna be loud enough in there. Okay. Suki, you ready? And you can see your hands. There we go. This is the part we're missing. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, hey. Bum, 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 bum.
do you know it on the other one? Oh, you also, didn't y'all do, cream?
We're not Rachel.
Full name.
Yeah.
Rachel
I love your steel pans though.
That's why you need to play with us and not sit out in the lobby. You can do our own too. Not just for kids.
Hey, why don't you take it up, you could too.
Steel pan is for all ages, so if
More faith in my
you're interested, come on out and practice tomorrow at 10:15. All right, Diana, you ready?
Even if you're a toddler, like this.
That was good.
Oh, shit. Now it turns off.
You decided the song would I was like, where's my coconut rum and pineapple juice?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
idea.
yeah, we're going to regular beef. All right, Diane.
Okay, so for last Wednesday night, we were to write a story set in 2050 about going to bed. And I don't know why, but Roxy immediately came to mind. So this is Roxy Part 2.
Cool.
Feeling beaten to a pulp, I stand brushing my teeth with an electronic device. Every muscle aches. Wait, what? Where are my dentures? I stick my hand inside my mouth and feel my gums. Yes, teeth are there. I look into the mirror. Wait, what? Where are my bifocals? I look around the room. It seems like my bathroom, yet it doesn't. The countertop is almost bare, yet my artworks are on its walls. I open the cabinet where I keep my medicinals. It is empty. I hear a mechanical voice from nearby. What's taking you so long? Don't make me come in there. I recognize it as the hated robot and don't want to be punished. I hurry to wash my face, then can't help staring at my corn silk hair, which looks similar to what Mia Farrow wore in the 60s. My massive gray snarls are gone. I marvel that I appear to be 16 or so. It doesn't make sense. When I was that age, I wore Coke bottle glasses. This figure is lush and not at all pudgy. I open the door. Roxy blocks my way. Lord, took you long enough to do your ablutions, you silly git. Her machinery whirls, emitting leaps and blips. Why they chose you for cryogenics is beyond me. You must go to sleep so the process can be completed and updated. You haven't stabilized to the year 2050 yet. I do my best to ignore the robot as I get out shorts and a tee. Wait, what? 2050? That can't be right. It would mean I'm 98 years old. I feel a stinging stab to my hip before I pull on the shorts. Roxy has turned back the bed covers and motions to me. What? 2050? I'm 98, 98, 98.
Awesome.
I'll be sleeping with all the electronics off tonight by candlelight if I have to.
Candlelight.
Yeah, I don't like Roxy.
I don't either.
I don't like her.
And
If
I
I could have
have
my
no idea where she came from either.
I kind of think we need a part 3.
Yeah.
If I could have my choir join behind me, I'm going to do a piece that I wrote, but I need everybody's help. So when I say I'm dopamine, that means I need you to say dope. Can we try it? When I say I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
But are you dope? I don't know, let's try it. When I say I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
Thank you. When I say I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I be serving serotonin by the gram just like it's dro. I said I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dope, I mean I'm dopamine. And this glady little baddie's about to turn you to a fiend. Wake up in the morning feeling like $1,000,000 pesos and everything I want, it goes my way because I say so. Haters mad at me, but I tell them it's okay though. I use their frowns to fuel my fire and keep them on the payroll. Vibe is so celestial, can't care what planet they on. Spitting stuff so vibrant you would think I write in crayon. If love and verse is right, then there's no way that I can stay wrong. And I ain't even good with it. Ain't even put my J's on cause I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I'm an endorphin engineer out here handing out hope. I said I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine, that means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dope, I mean I'm dopamine. And this glady little baddie about to turn you to a fiend. It's cheesy how I rhyme so easy. I'm poetic queso. Lyrically I'm breezy and I'm fresh just like a facial, mixing dark words with the light ones. Yeah, my lyrics sound biracial with these sassy little sentences and people be like, ayo, I am just a poet. I am not a rapper. Instead, a man that do this fine. I tell a daddy that he's dapper. My friends and them like synonyms. I hang with the well versed. Never pack a pistol, weaponize this pin inside my purse because I'm dopamine. That means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine. That means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine. That means I'm
Dope.
I'm your pleasure pusher, baby. Got that stuff to help you cope. I said I'm dopamine. That means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dopamine. That means I'm
Dope.
I said I'm dope, I mean, I'm dope, I mean, and this glady little daddy about to turn you to a fiend.
Dope.
You can have the stage, like a microphone and everything.
This is my stage. This is my stage. We're gonna close you out in song.
Which song?
Beautiful day.
Oh.
Solo. Solo. Ready? We're gonna do a 3 in a row. We're gonna sing all together. 1, 2, 3. Close it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I thank you for
Sunshine, I thank you for rain, I thank you for joy, I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day.
One more time.
I thank you for sunshine, I thank you for rain, I thank you for joy, I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day.
I thank you for sunshine, I thank you for rain, I thank you for joy, and I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
I thank you for sunshine, I thank you for rain, I thank you for joy, and I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day.
I thank you for sunshine, I thank you for rain, I thank you for joy, I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day.
I thank you for sunshine, I thank you for rain, I thank you for joy, I thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful day.